Hey everybody, it's your favorite dysfunctional duo back at her again. It's Survivor and Chill with Dylan and Dan. I'm your host or slash co-host. I don't want to take all the credit. Dylan will get mad and bitch. Dan, and with me as always, Dylan. What's up, Dylan? Love the hair. Circa NSYNC 1998.
It was a tumultuous weekend on many levels, but the show must go on. Here we are.
Care to elaborate, Dylan? I know you had a scare at the Wallace household, or I don't know what you call the place, because I guess it's not really the Wallace household. You live with a bunch of other dudes.
Yeah, this is 1810. I won't say what street we're on, so you guys can't stalk me.
Do you have a clever name? You guys don't have like a clever name for your house?
There's no house. There's no name for the house. No, they never named it.
Okay. Every dude house I've known has had a name. The back split, the loft, you know.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of names for houses around here, but we do not have one. You will see that the dungeon is now destroyed.
You have a name for your room.
Well, it's no longer a dungeon. As a punishment for my rampaging, my other roommate destroyed the dungeon and took all the dungeon decorations and burned them. So, including the fluorescent Christmas tree was destroyed.
Wait, they burned all that stuff?
Burned a lot of it.
You deserved it, though. For our viewers unaware of what Dylan's talking about, Dylan, you had a bit of a rampage. Saturday night, was it?
Yeah, it was Saturday night. I went on a little rampage. I had to go see about a girl. I won't get into those details, but essentially, I thought my roommates had hid my phone charger. And I was very upset. I couldn't charge my phone to talk to this girl.
Okay. Dylan, how did you confront your roommates? How did you confront them?
Well, first I asked them who took my fucking phone charger, and they said you took your own phone charger, and I said fuck that. I took John.
But what means did you confront them? I think you sent me this via what? Was it a group chat?
We do have a house group chat, and I said.
What were you sending those group chat messages on?
My phone.
Okay, so
my phone was like at 1% battery, and I was like charging it on a shitty charger that wouldn't hold a charge. So like I was getting like 1% and it would die. So I was like barely getting by on charging my phone. I needed to recover an address and use my Google Maps and call an Uber or some shit. But so then when they denied having it, I said, "Fuck, you guys have it. I'm moving out." Why is my window open right now? Whatever. Oh, that's not good.
That's a prison-like window too. So sunk into your fucking ceiling, like the wall.
But anyways, in response to them denying they had my phone charger, I threatened to move out of the house. I said, "This is my last fucking weekend here. I'm done. Fuck you guys." Rampage. One of my roommates.
No, can we stop right there? Is that a rational reaction to maybe thinking someone hid your charger? Is that really?
No, I normally don't get like angry rampage mode. It only happened like 3 times. This was like the 3rd time.
I'm not talking about you getting angry. People get angry all the time, but was that something to get angry about? I don't know, like. Your phone charger.
The last time I went rampage, it was the same situation. I thought someone hit my computer charger, and it turns out I hit it myself. And in this case, my phone charger was in my backpack the whole time. I put it there. So that's how that story kind of went down. But I ended up getting like kind of punched in the face, and my glasses broke, and it's a big ordeal. But we bonded over some pot stickers. In a fit of rage, several things were destroyed, including the dungeon. As you can see, it is bare. So, but we are all good, and we bonded over a game of Game of Thrones Risk yesterday, or on Sunday actually. Nice. So we all are good now. I am not moving out.
It sounds like your roommates are as nuts as you are, so that's probably good.
I did get banned from an Arby's though. I was banned from an Arby's that night. I was.
What did you do in the Arby's though?
Not proud of this. So I walked down there with a case of beer. I was trying to walk like 3 miles to this house. And I had a case of beer, and I walked in the Arby's. I was like, I need a phone charger. Who has one? And like, they gave me a charger. It wasn't charging my phone. And I was like, while I'm waiting here, I'm going to get a number 2 with some curly fries, please. So I get a meal, actually. But instead of putting the Arby's sauce, do you guys have Arby's in Canada?
Yeah, we have Arby's. Not where I live. It's like something I always treat myself to when I'm in the city or something, which is weird because everyone I know thinks it's really gross. So I love it. I love Arby's.
Great. But So instead of putting the Arby's sauce and the horsey sauce on my sandwiches, I just went under the spigot and put it directly in my mouth. And they didn't appreciate that, and they kicked me out. And I left.
There's like a pump for the horsey sauce and Arby's sauce. Oh,
yeah,
see,
the pump.
we just get the packets.
And I'm wearing like a really nice dress shirt, like really nice dress pants. I get Arby's and horsey sauce all over my fucking clothes, and I look all disheveled. I was like sweating and shit, and I realized I forgot my case in the Arby's, so I had to walk back in. And I'm like, this is mine. And I took it and I left. And then I fell down and I dropped all the cans. And all the cans are dented. I don't think you can really tell. You probably can't really tell, but they are very dented. Yeah, right there you can tell.
Dylan, you live like the life I lived when I was 22.
I'm only 25, babe.
Yeah, you're younger than me, bro. Settle down. You gotta settle down a little bit. I have my wild weekends too. I'm not getting
that was like one of my wild
condiments out of stores, dispensers and shit. Like
I know we don't walk anywhere, so
I pass out in the garden now and then. It happens, but try not to piss many people off when you're drunk. I think that's really you gotta learn when you're older, dog. Manage those emotions. Don't let them manage you. So we'll counsel Dylan later. If you have any more tips for how Dylan could work through his anger problems, send them to us on Twitter. Yeah. Other than that, Dylan, anything else from the weekend?
Well, we did. I almost started my own rival podcast on Friday night. I was ramping. It was gonna be called Rival Island.
Rival Island. Yeah, I was gonna try to bat on both shows.
I gotta give a shout out to Aaron Jr., aka Malcolm, and Josh. You guys stuck by me through everything. So thanks, gentlemen. I'm sending you T-shirts. They're not Island Talk themes. They're just some of my old T-shirts. But you're gonna tweet me your addresses, and I'll maybe mail it out at some point. I'm not gonna box it up because that costs more money, so it's gonna be shoved like in a bag or something.
Dylan, I think what you should do is wear the T-shirts and get really sweaty in them, so they're like game worn uniforms. They're worth more. A game worn uniform is worth more than a clean uniform.
You know what? Animorph Lover, if you want one too, I'll sweat my ass off in one of them and send you. Oh, the other fucked up thing I did this weekend, I forgot to mention it. I met a new guy. Never met this guy before. He came over to our house. I shake his hand, and I'm pretty drunk. I'm like, hey, what's up? My name's Dylan. He's like, hi, I'm Matt. I'm like, I just wet my ass with this hand. And then I walked away. He didn't know what to think.
He probably thought you were an asshole.
Yeah, I do know that he was very surprised that his friend could live with all of us.
Yeah, I'm surprised that there's the same person in there. I don't know if there is, but if he's there, I feel for you, buddy. Survive. Keep surviving.
Keep surviving, which transitions us into Survivor and Chill.
Yeah, we never talked about Survivor last week. Oh, are you done talking about rival talk, Dylan?
Let's talk a little bit about Survivor. Like maybe spend like 5 minutes talking about it, and then move on to Big Brother Canada. I just binge watched the Big Brother Canada, so I'm all up to date on my thoughts and opinions on what's going on with that. So.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, Survivor last week. That was a pretty weird episode, a little crazy.
It was a good episode, but it wasn't a great episode. I don't think. I mean,
Caleb almost died.
It was monumental, but it wasn't a great episode. Like most of the show was covered by just the whole collapse and the treatment.
Yeah, and that was pretty crazy though. I feel like that was like Survivor and like a medical drama all mixed into one for the first half of that episode.
Yeah, it was good. Like that part was interesting, but then you didn't get a lot of depth in the rest of the characters, the rest of the episode. Even Tribal Council was boring. Summer Camp was boring. Like the only good part of the episode was that challenge.
Well, it was good timing though for I want to talk about something that is a little odd to me. So we have Caleb go down, and it makes 14 people in the game, and then we have an immunity challenge, and they don't swap. I don't know if that's the first time ever.
It's weird.
Three tribes that they've never swapped once they've got down to 14. I don't know, but they get to 13 and they do the swap. Looking like next week. So they voted out Alicia. which surprised me that they had a boot episode.
You know, it might not be a tribe slot. It might be just a merge.
That's what I'm thinking. I was going to elaborate on a little bit. What do you think, Dylan? Could it be a swap?
I had a conspiracy theory going in my head. My dad's watching Survivor again, so I ran it by him and a couple other people, and they said maybe. So here's my biggest thing. I was like, why the fuck were they trying so hard for coffee and salt and pepper?
Yeah.
Like, why were they like willing to die for that? My thought was maybe it was also an immunity challenge, and they edited that out. You know, they could have very easily done that. I think with creative and selected editing. Like that's the only reason I can think of why someone would like push their bodies that far.
Also, I think it was maybe a situation where they were going and they didn't realize how hard they were pushing in those conditions, and it just kind of caught up on them.
I said, "Fuck this! Like, why are we wasting our energy?"
Yeah.
Because if it is just a reward, then it is before immunity, and you're like, why would you waste that much energy? Like that would be devastating to your body and your ability to compete the next day. I don't know why you would exert that much energy on something so little.
So, Dylan, you think for sure we're getting a merge next week, though?
No.
No. So, what about this scenario, Dylan? You know, we're talking about an evolution of the game, and this was filmed, you know, before Second Chances.
Yep.
And so you're trying to think, like, if they can evolve. You know, they merged at 13 in that game. What if they do 2 tribes of 6, one person gets unpicked, and they just get a free pass? They're just kicking, you know, you join the tribe at the next next challenge, and they merge at 12.
I can find that again. I don't care.
Would that be a little twist in the game? I think that's kind of out of left field a bit, but I don't know.
What?
We saw it before, I believe, back when I think all the way back in Panama when Bruce was not picked.
Also,
and he got a free pass for a round and just joined the other tribe. I think it's happened before as well.
It happened to BD too a little bit. It was similar.
So yeah, like could we see this? Could we see 2 tribes of 6 and the person who gets unpicked, they go to a separate tribe, maybe go back to that live by themselves? Like that's some compelling TV. An unpicked person going back to live by themselves, kind of scorned by everyone a little bit.
I think it'd be a smart choice.
So maybe we'll see that next week. I don't know. That would be cool. But I think we'll probably get a swap 7 and 6, maybe a 13 merge. I don't know.
And, you know, that's pretty much the whole episode from last week. I mean, that's all that basically happened. I felt really bad for Caleb, but on the other hand, I'm like, how can you be that dumb that you push your body that far and get fucked up? But
final thoughts on Alicia, though? You like her? You ain't on Alicia?
I'll miss Alicia. She was very fun TV.
Yeah, she grew on me as the season went. Like, I think we kind of saw her a lot through the other's eyes for the first episode. She's kind of portrayed as that in a negative light. But she comes into her own in those early, second and third episode there as really like a compelling person to watch against Jason. And like she has a bite to her. She
was fun to watch.
I feel bad calling her a generic blonde now in the preseason because she was definitely fascinating, a good pre-merge boot. And I wouldn't be surprised if she's like a player who's in the mix to come back, maybe.
Maybe I can see her being in the mix just because she was so misaligned like on her tribe.
Yeah, she kind of like Michaela Wingle.
Or Sierra.
Yeah. So maybe we'll see her back, but I don't know. I think there's a lot of good characters still in this game. And we could see some bigger, large, like ties, Jason Scott, or what, Jason Kyle, sorry. Kyle Jason.
I think Ty, if he stays around long enough, he can gain a Yao Man like following.
I think Ty can probably be bigger than Yao Man. Ty, I think, is a really good.
Let's not say things we can't take back here.
Hey, I don't know. Also, you got, who else is in the mix? You got Debbie, who's a great character. Like, Debbie's probably going to make a little more noise in the game or have a great exit. And I think there's some people brewing who could kind of, now that Caleb's gone, Alicia's gone, a couple people that are getting a little more airtime, there's some space now. We'll probably see some people Maybe Nick will start to emerge as a character. I hope.
Sydney's ridiculous. She's like, I was just sitting there like,
yeah, I gotta enjoy Sydney too.
No idea what she said there, but it was just hilarious. She's like,
I was just trying to recuperate, and they come over, and I was like, okay. I just probably doing a terrible Sydney impersonation, but
fuck you. Wait a minute, let's move on.
No, I said we both were, not just you.
I'm actually from Big Brother Canada.
Big Brother Canada. Dylan, we haven't talked about this at all. First, let's get into it. What are your thoughts on the cast? My thoughts, I don't mind them. I think like the coach's twist was a little, or not coach's twist, the two like international player twist. It left like the casting a little wonky, I think.
I think it was good. I think it was good for the cast.
Yeah, but it just left like the new players, like the new player casting, just a little wonky. I have trouble placing a couple of these characters and where they really fit. I really like the
cast, actually. I thought they did a really good job with casting.
Who's your favorite so far? You got any faves?
Sort of. I mean, so I really I do like Levita a lot. She's the type of girl I would align with. She reminds me of Aneta. In a sort of Aneta, like in a sense of like her personality and attitude, not in terms of her gameplay, and I'm sure we can talk about that in a little bit. But I really like Levita. Like I can see in her eyes, and I would have aligned with her. She's the type of person I would align with.
But I don't watch the feeds, but I get a definite sense of some resentment towards Levita in that house. Like she's done some stuff that we haven't seen. I don't know what she's been up to, but it seems like there's definitely a hatred towards Levita from some of the people, even the people she brokered a deal with this week.
Yeah, I'll look up on that. I haven't watched any. I haven't read any live feed updates. Normally, when I didn't have a full-time job, I was just bumming around. I would be on the live feeds all day, just whenever I wasn't working, just fucking doing that. But I don't have time for that now. I gotta do adult shit, unfortunately. But
like siphoning condiments out of a Arby's, adult things. Yeah. So who else do you like? Anyone you really like other than that?
Maddie.
Maddie, who's Maddie?
The blonde with the booty.
Oh, okay, yeah. Generic blonde, number one. No, I'm kidding.
She has a booty, and that's basically that. She's kind of dumb, but I'll refer because of that.
Of course, you like someone just because of their physical attributes.
The non-Mexican gay guy.
Mitch isn't Mexican, I don't think.
A non-Mexican. There's two gays this season.
Oh, sorry.
And Mitch is the non-Mexican.
Yeah. He's definitely your like Richard Hatch-esque gay guy.
He's like Netta. He actually is like Netta strategically.
Well, yeah, I think it's interesting because I don't know. We rarely see I don't want to I hope I'm not touching sensitive ground here, but we rarely see two homosexual contestants in the same season, right? Oh, yeah. And in this season, you have two vastly different homosexual contestants.
That's not entirely true. I mean, last season you had Sarah and what was his name, Johnny.
Yeah, but I'm talking two male contestants here.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm just saying, we get a contrasting, I know people like to paint stereotypes and stuff, and I feel lately we've been getting a lot of, stereotypes portrayed negatively, sometimes directed towards the homosexual, that community on Big Brother, especially, just the way they cast certain individuals and kind of fit certain stereotypes. But it's refreshing to see they brought in Mitch and Raul, kind of conflicting characters, but both gay and both vastly different in their personalities and the way they live their lives.
Well, Raul is a combination of Peely and Gary. So
yeah, and Mitch I haven't really got a good read on him, but he's
meta. He's playing in the background, not creating wins, and I can just tell he's waiting to strike. He's just
yeah, Mitch strikes me as someone who's playing a really good game so far.
He's going to unite the misfits against the power couple.
Yeah.
The pawns. He's going to unite the misfits against them.
I think Mitch is a player to keep your eyes on.
I think all right. Well, so look, we can kind of talk through the first 4 weeks. I mean, start from the beginning and briefly go. I mean, I don't know what time you have to leave tonight. 7:45, you said.
I don't know. We can just keep going. I'll tell you when we gotta go. We got like 24, 30 minutes still.
Let's shoot for like 20 more minutes. I have to go as well. But yeah, so week one, I mean, you had Levita win the first HOH, and just immediately go after her, what she perceives to be the biggest target, which is a couple, right? I think that was a mistake to do that right away.
Yeah. I think it's always a mistake to win the first HOH, Dylan. But
Well,
that's just me. I don't think you ever want to win that thing.
Well, she had her choice. She could have threw it, but she didn't. You know, other competitions it's a little harder to throw. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It depends on how it goes down. If I ever win first HOH, I'm gonna say I'm gonna pick some arbitrary reason. I'm not gonna say it's strategy or anything. I'm gonna be like, I'm very open to using power veto on you. It was just either first impression or last to be able to talk to me. Nothing personal, you know. But she made it like a vendetta. She had a legit reason. It's because she's a couple. That I think was a mistake.
So in that eviction, we get a kind of sudden one, and I believe Paige was the name of the girl that goes home, right?
Yeah, Paige goes home. Paige wasn't meant for that game, I don't think. She was pretty cute and pretty fun, but she wasn't doing a great job bonding with the other house guests. So. Yeah,
she was young too. I think she was just 19. So.
What's with these 19-year-olds and they're so, according to Ben, they're so good at the game and they can play and shit. Yeah. Not exactly.
Well, I don't know. Like, I think especially you throw a 19-year-old in there with any some.
Even 21-year-olds don't do even Maddie isn't great in the game. Rochelle Diamond, shine bright like a diamond. Either you know there's this funny ass video of Netta. Once they vote out Andrew and Kenny, there's this hilarious video and Sarah of Netta like confronting Rochelle and Sabrina about their girls' alliance, and Netta just like, well, I knew I was done with you when you wanted to vote out Ika. Like, why would you vote out your own alliance member, you fucking dumbass? just blatantly talking shit to Sabrina and Rochelle for being dumb. But anyways, so yeah, I think those young players struggle. But yeah, so week one was pretty Levita really fucked up not getting her target out. That was fucked. What do you think?
Yeah, Paige goes home, and then the brother twist. Yeah, you got. I was explaining it to my brother today, and he thought it was unfair that Big Brother told them. But I told him that they're one player, and he kind of understood it. Do you think they missed an opportunity here, letting two brothers play the game without telling anyone and just seeing where it went?
They'll figure it out.
I know, but wouldn't that made for some
unfair to the brothers because neither of them knew the other one was competing, so it's kind of unfair for them.
Yeah, but I guess Big Brother went for the long game here because I think if you're playing short television, good you want good TV in the short run, you don't tell anyone that they're brothers. You let them play as individuals, and then see if someone susses it out that they are brothers. You know what I mean? But I think in the long run, Dylan, this gives us a better narrative for the.
Yeah, I like it. It's interesting. I think it gives them a big advantage too. It's two people. It's like two people collecting information. Yeah, chew.
What were you saying, Dylan?
I think it gives them an advantage because that's two people who can collect information. That's two people who can form bonds. You know, it's harder to vote them out.
So who you're liking now? We're a couple weeks in, and Levita's the HOH. She's put up. Who did she put up today? The house cleaning lady.
Is it a spoiler? I don't know. I didn't watch live, so I don't know what episode we're on in terms of stuff. Whatever. Fuck it. We're your spoiler alert. We're giving away nominations and veto results. So
we're not giving away veto results. I'm talking. This is Sunday's episode. I'm talking about.
You don't know veto results yet?
No, I've only watched what's been aired, and the most recent episode was aired Sunday. So
nomination results.
Veto tomorrow. So the nomination results have been out a couple of days. I thought you said you were up to date.
I am, but I also went and looked at the spoilers for veto.
Yeah, so don't ruin that. Don't ruin the veto.
Yeah, so Cassandra and Christina are on the block. After got nominated by Levita, which is just ridiculous, I think. She should have taken a stab at the power players. Instead, she took out two floaters. But I think it's stupid. You need those people for your army. Because the other side has the threesome of Raul, Jared, and Kelsey. And then they also have Dallas and potentially Ramsey kind of connected together there. It's like a group of 5. And the other side of the house is Levita, Maddie, Mitch, and there's someone else in that little group too. But I wouldn't. I think it's a poor choice to take out 2 other floaters that can be. Oh, and Tim is kind of on the other side as well. But then you have Nikki, who's kind of all over the place. God, Nikki, she's ridiculous. Like, she has mental issues, but I'm glad she's in the house.
Yeah, Nikki's been fun to watch so far.
She's like a straight up child.
She reminds me of you a little bit, Dylan.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's what you would be like in Big Brother, just like having breakdowns. Probably not crying, but
I'd be like Dallas. I'd be the guy who farts in a jar and gives it to a chick to breathe in. That'd be me.
Nah, you'd be way more paranoid and like having outbursts and things like that.
No, that's that. Like, you can't be doing that. I know how to play the game. I wouldn't be freaking out. But
yeah, but I think your personality, you'd go insane in there.
I would go really paranoid. Like, paranoid would be my downfall. But yeah. So I mean, I think it's been a pretty good start. Like Levita, all right. So what was that chick's name? I got voted out. Sherry.
Yeah, Sherry? Definitely the right move in my book.
Terrible. She's terrible. I mean, I don't know how you get voted out against Levita. You must have really sucked that week campaigning. Because Levita was such a bigger threat than she was. And she had friends. But the even worse part is that when she gets nominated, she's like, why am I getting nominated? Like, why am I guilty by association? I'm like, bitch, it's the game. Like, you're a friend.
Yeah.
Like, why you vote? Like, what? Why are you so surprised? Like, of course, you were her right-hand woman. But then later she contradicts herself. She's like, it sucks that I'm in an alliance. I'm in a tight alliance with Larita or whatever, and I understand like why I got nominated. I'm like, bitch, no, you don't. You just said like 10 minutes ago why you got nominated. So I'm just like, I was just frustrated with that. And then I love when they hug and they're like, we're playing a clean game, and Larita's like, I know, and like they're so fake. And then when you turn away, Larita just like gives her a death glare, like. It was pretty cool. So I'm glad Larita's in the house. I have a really good time watching her, and I would like to meet her. She reminds me like of the way I liked Willow last season. Like someone that I could definitely see myself working with in the house. Someone that I would have fun hanging out with. Someone I would definitely want to work with repeatedly. It'd be like like season 1 it was Liza.
Yeah.
Season 2 it was Netta. Season 3 it was Willow. And this season I think it's Lolita. But I see her going more the Netta or the Liza route. Voted out pre-jury.
Yeah, I think Levita's move was the wrong move this week. I think she had already drawn the lines and kind of calling the truce. I think you're too far into it. I think it's a risky move. You should have taken the shot again.
Cassandra wasn't coming after her. Now she probably is.
Yeah, I think she had to take the shot back at Kelsey or Jared. Yeah, you probably get rid of Kelsey because Jared seems at least a little more willing to work with you.
Or if you miss, you get rid of Raul or something, or Jared. So like that was so dumb. I
think though your play is you want Kelsey or Raul gone because Jared's probably the only one in there that will work with you, other than like other people from that alliance. I think Jared. Well, I don't know. He might not even want to after if Levita take another shot. So fuck, I don't know.
Well, the other thing is, the brothers are also kind of with Levita.
Yeah, they're flopping a little bit.
Well, see, the one brother had the thing.
I think there's like 2 real alliances. You got Dallas and Maddie, kind of have been linked together. It seems like Maddie's kind of pushed herself away from Levita and that whole connection a bit. And then you got that 3-person alliance with the rest, I think, kind of floating right now in between, not really choosing a side. So it'll be interesting to see. Levita's trying to play it kind of nice to both sides, pick a floater. But if someone in the middle kind of wins power next week, I think Levita is an easy target to kind of keep the house even keel.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to see what happens.
And I even think if Kelsey got her hands on an HOH, she wouldn't hesitate in maybe going back after Levita right after cutting that deal for jury. So
terrible deal.
Hey, I'd cut that deal too. I just wouldn't Stick to
Yeah.
it. You'd have to put them.
Why even cut it then? Why even cut it? You're gonna break it right away. Why even cut it?
Well, no, I would cut it like you got to keep me safe till jury, and like that's it. And then I cut them before jury. I try to.
Yeah.
You know, you cut them before that point where you made that deal, I think.
I think
So you know what I mean? If you make a deal, I think you need to renege on the deal before the other person reneges on the deal. So like if our intentions are pure and you're really honest about the deal, you think the deal's in your best interest to keep till the end, yeah, don't renege on it.
They would have betrayed her right away, I think.
Yeah, but Levita's even saying she has her suspicions here against Kelsey. She doesn't even think the deal's that good. So I think like she should have just taken the shot now and like renege on the deal first.
Because like she already has bad blood with them. Like you might as well.
Yeah.
I think it was stupid for them to keep her though. So maybe there's a bunch of people doing stupid shit in a row.
That's what I'm going to ask you. Does this deal hold up? Does Levita get protected by these three until the jury?
Nope.
No, I don't think so either.
I would vote Levita out the second she was not safe.
I don't know. As a floater, to be honest with you, I wouldn't mind Levita's house.
As a floater, I mean, I don't know. As a floater, you maybe would keep her, but it's a tough call.
I want to draw some similarities here. Levita reminds me a lot of another outcast in Big Brother history from the U.S. version, Audrey. I'm getting a lot of Audrey vibes from Levita. And paranoia, overly bad strategic.
I get more Yvonne and Vanessa. She gets Vanessa.
No. Vanessa was actually good. Levita's got no finesse to her game at all. Like,
Vanessa was a fucking.
Vanessa had finesse early on in that game, and then you saw her become kind of the bully, a little emotional bully that she kind of became. But I don't know. I think like Levita Dylan has come out really fast. Has been playing this game really quick, just like Audrey. Has burned a lot of bridges in the house, just like Audrey. Very disliked, it seems. I don't think you can argue that after.
But she's winning.
I know that's the only difference. I think both personality-wise and character archetype-wise, there's a lot of similarities there in what they've kind of gone through in the first 3 weeks of the game.
She's a gamer like me. She's a gamer, like board gamer.
Board gamers. I don't. Does that make you better at Big Brother or Survivor?
Probably not. I think it makes you worse. I think it makes you worse. To be honest.
I think she overthinks it a lot. From my like.
Here's the thing: board games are done in like an hour, 2 hours. You know, you play aggressive, and then you're done.
You're not playing like 12-hour risk matches into the night.
I did play Risk on Sunday. I did play Risk, Game of Thrones Risk on Sunday.
How long did that go?
Yeah, we can take a little sidebar on that. It's kind of related. So the way my roommates and I play is 4 of us playing.
I don't want to hear about the fucking game. Like you don't need to describe. There's nothing more boring than you describing Game of Thrones Risk.
Anyway, I'll tell you.
So how did the game go? No.
I started.
Did you win? Did you win?
I did not win.
All right, good story, Don.
Everyone betrayed me. I became too powerful, and I betrayed everyone. They all fucking gained on me.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think like Risk, you would have been good at it, but you probably ended up playing a little too fast, a little too quick.
It wasn't my fault. I got dealt an entire country at the start, so I automatically started off with like bonus armies. Everyone saw me as a threat. Well, fuck.
I thought you said you had alliances and betrayed them.
I did. Like I had a deal. Like I invaded the Reach. I took someone else's bonus armies from them, so then they all teamed up against me. And I was talking a lot of shit too when I was playing, so it's always my downfall. I talk a lot of shit when I'm ahead.
Yeah, you want to be modest.
It's very hard for me to be honest.
So, anything else from Big Brother Canada, Dylan?
Yeah, it's been a pretty good season so far. I want to see more drama though.
More who?
Drama.
Yeah, it seems like there's been a lot of manufactured stuff so far with like that date. You had like that laundry thing.
The vodka game. Oh, Joel! I was hoping Joel was gonna cry, like more than he did. He felt like shit. I was like, yes. Fuck you, Joel. You little pussy.
What do you think of Joel so far, Dylan? You're probably not a fan, are you?
I'm not a big fan of Joel.
I think Joel's probably in an interesting spot too going forward. I think
He's
Joel's.
another one that's misfits. Yes, he's another one of the misfits that can align together.
But I think Joel's got a little more game than we think. Like, I think Joel's kind of got some game to him.
They cast him as a fucking Steve.
I know, but it seems like we saw Steve, right? And we saw Ian. And like they were kind of outcasts a little bit in the start of those seasons. And for our most part, Joel seems a little more comfortable in these social situations. Seems like he's got a little bit of ground just because he's older. He's like 33 years old, right? So he's got some maturity to him. You know, he's got some life experience. I think that says a lot.
Yeah.
I think we gotta watch him as someone who can maybe make some waves like Mitch. I think Mitch is someone, and so will Joel. A couple older guys who are laying back. I think probably Mitch has more game than Joel, but I think Joel, you know, he could get lucky and maybe like do something where he like betrays someone who never would have thought they would get betrayed by Joel, and that would make really good TV.
You can cry though, but you know, I want to flash back to Big Brother last season when Jace was just fucking laying into Steve in that room and just saying, "You're a fucking nerd, man.
Yeah,
you're a pussy. Like you're a bitch." And like Steve's like, "Okay."
I don't remember any of that.
I
I remember that, but I don't remember him calling him those names. I remember it going differently.
Did you watch the feeds?
I didn't watch the feeds.
I was watching live when that went down, and everyone's like, "What the fuck, Jason? You asshole!" Like he was trying to convince him to like keep him, and he's like trying to like bully him, and then we're like, "Everyone thinks you're a pussy, Steve." And Steve was like, "Okay." Like Steve took it like a champ. He just didn't let it get to him, and just like kind of ignored it. But
yeah.
No, Big Brother Canada's been going pretty good so far. I've enjoyed it. Do we have any viewers? Can you check? Do we have any viewers right now?
No one came on tonight. So that's a little depressing problem for you, though.
Maybe they'll recap.
I guess you don't bring them all in like you thought, so.
I tell my viewers not to come tonight.
Good. They didn't need to be subjected to your hair.
Fuck you.
You look like you got rejected to play Richie Rich's uncle or something, like a grown up. You know, like if they do like a future Richie Rich, you're like what they pan to as like him washed out, and he's like, "Oh no, that's my future," and then he makes like some really big life change to correct it.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Marco Rubio just dropped out. Holy shit.
Who?
Marco Rubio.
What do you mean he dropped out?
Dropped out of the presidential race.
Oh. I was getting Marco Rubio confused with Richie Rubio.
Trump sweeping.
I know you live in Minnesota.
We voted for Rubio.
No, but I said I know you live in Minnesota. I was getting him confused with Ricky Rubio.
Oh yeah, Ricky, hey Ricky.
So yeah.
Wow. All right. So yeah, Trump won Florida. Rubio's home state.
Right. So some Super Tuesday coverage here, Dylan. What's going on?
This is less than Super Tuesday, but yes, it looks like Trump's gonna win them all. I think, to be honest, except for maybe
I
Ohio.
thought they called this like Super Tuesday 2.
What?
Super 2 Tuesday. No, probably goes better.
Super Tuesday 2, yeah. Yeah, it's the Republicans in this country are just getting fucked over this election. So fuck them. Pick a better party.
Oh, but let's not like turn people off with our political views now too.
I don't give a shit. If you don't like what I'm saying, don't watch me, okay? And you can't. I don't give a shit what your political views are. You're like, I have mine, and you can do what you want with yours, but you're wrong if you don't agree with me.
Yeah. I can't tell if like you're for real, like, or if you're just kidding. I think like 80% of it's for real.
They're all corrupt anyway, so fuck it. We're all fucked. Doesn't matter who you vote for.
Yeah, there's the anti-establishment we needed.
Yeah. Well, I think that might be it for Survivor and Children. I don't know. I don't have anything else to talk about.
No, rather short show. I think we gotta start. Maybe I gotta start writing up some gags again, like that first show.
Maybe next week we do the trivia challenge between Ben and I.
All right. Well, no, I want a rematch. Let's make this three-way.
No, Ben has to get his
challenge. No, because I beat you at trivia, and I'm gonna beat you again. You just beat me at the Jeopardy betting portion. So
You didn't know the answer.
We're playing straight up trivia this time without Jeopardy betting.
What's the point then?
No, the point is that we're playing trivia. It's not called. We're not playing Survivor Jeopardy this time around. We're playing Survivor Trivia.
By the way, can we all read Nico's questions? Fucking sucks.
Well, no, but we're gonna play Survivor Trivia. We'll get someone to generate some questions for us. We're not gonna do Jeopardy betting at the end. Maybe we'll do something cool where, like, if you get a question wrong, you get a life taken away. You get 3 lives or something. I don't know. Make it a little riskier.
Yeah, let's have Zach write the questions for us.
I don't know if he's gonna want to do that. We'll reach it.
Did you read his post before Nico?
Yeah, I don't want to get into that, Dylan. You and your blood feud between Zach that you created.
I never had a problem. I liked Zach.
So yeah, whatever, Dylan. Whatever. So let's digress. Yeah, your douchebag smile is just coming right through the screen.
You blocked me on Twitter.
Yeah, I no doubt he blocked you.
I didn't do shit, but whatever.
All right, are you done? Are you done bringing your Laguna Beach like drama?
They call me LC. They call me LC in that.
I call you. I think you're more Heidi than LC. Definitely more Heidi. Maybe you're more Spencer Pratt. A little Spencer Pratt in you.
What's the hair going?
Yeah, you got the Pratt hair.
Well, so, I think I'll sign us off tonight with the Island Talk team.
Although, just wait. You gotta do the plug, Dylan. You gotta first. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Didn't get any questions tonight.
No questions tonight.
All right. Are you gonna repeat what I say?
I'm gonna repeat. You said yes.
Okay.
You're coaching me.
Do it in a lower echo though, like more of like a showman's echo. All right. I'll start again. Wait. Yeah. Thanks for coming in, guys, for the Survivor and Chill. Really appreciate you coming out. Come out for Thursday's show. I think it'll be at 8 o'clock.
We'll probably be here.
It'll probably be me, Dylan, Nico.
Maybe Nico.
Maybe Nico, yeah. Nico might not be there. He's got
my own show. Rival Island. Coming up to a podcast.
Dylan's gonna launch his own show on Thursday that day, Rival Island. I'm gonna try to appear on both shows.
Know what you're doing right now.
So
control of your audio and your video.
Are you doing like a Twilight Zone thing right now too, Dylan?
It was called the Fifth Dimension, I think.
Our Outer Limits?
Mm-hmm.
Outer Limits. So you're doing the Outer Limits, yeah.
That show freaked me the fuck out.
Welcome to the Outer Limits.
I was like 10 years old when that intro came on, and like, we now control your audio and video. I was like, what the fuck? I was all fucked up, and I was like, I woke up from a nap, and that's on TV. I'm like 10 years old. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
All right, so yeah, next Thursday, or this Thursday, we're gonna have our Survivor recap back. Hopefully, I don't think we have a guest. Well, we do have a guest, actually. I believe.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, I think now that I think about it, our podcast is at 10 this week on Thursday.
And if you watch our show, you know who that means.
10 Eastern, and it's the best person to talk your tribe swap with. We got Dan Foley coming back, I believe. I'm not 100% sure because Nico never really told me, but I think he hinted at it and I guessed, and he said yeah, but he never really told me the time or whatever. But I think it's 10. I think we have Dan Foley coming back on.
You know that Ben will not be on the show because he's definitely afraid of Dan Foley.
Yeah, I think Ben's a little intimidated. I think Dan Foley's masculinity really makes Ben feel effeminate. But so we'll see. That'll probably be a good show. I don't know if I use the term good loosely. It'll be something. Probably fun. Dan's always willing to speak his mind, say whatever's out there. It's probably not going to be not safe for work, of course, like all the Dan Foley podcasts and most of Survivor and Chill, apparently.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, tonight was okay. I think we kept it all right.
I can bring
we just got to eliminate your mildly sexist comments throughout. Just those little things. We'll nitpick like
that ass. All right.
Yeah. So we'll We'll see you on Thursday. Dylan, you got anything to say? Yeah, have a good one, guys. Thanks for tuning in. So enjoy
Aaron and Josh, fuck you.
on Thursday.
Fuck you guys, not tuning in. Fuck you, Aaron and Josh. You didn't tune in tonight.